Hello friends, welcome to the first episode of my beginner backpacking series. This series is going to cover everything from planning out your hike to executing it with what gear you'll need, what food you'll need, how to set up camp, and how to plan for the impact that you could potentially cause. If you're a beginning backpacker and have never set out on your own adventure, please subscribe to my channel and continue watching to see these videos. I'm really excited to share this information with you that I've built up over being an Eagle Scout and spending some time out in the bush. The first episode is going to be covering planning the trip. First of all, you need to choose a location. This location needs to meet a couple of criteria. First of all, when you're deciding to do your hike, you need to check that it's the right season to do this hike. For example, here in Arizona, there are certain hikes that during the summer, it's way too hot out and there's no water available. So they're completely not viable during the summer. Other sections of this state are under snow and ice during the winter, so they can only be accessed during the summer. So research ahead of time so you don't end up in a little bit of trouble. Once you decide on the area you're going to be going to, you're going to want to check what the weather looks like, so you know what sort of equipment you're going to need to pack, as well as what to plan for. If there's going to be rain or snow or a lot of sun, you'll need sunscreen, things like that. Then you need to make sure that you have a way to access this trail. Some trails have roads that can only be accessed via four-wheel drive vehicles. You can't take your Prius out there, you're gonna get stuck. So you need to make sure that you have access to a vehicle, either you or a friend that'll be able to take you out and actually access these areas. Some trails are completely paved all the way there, others dirt. You just need to, as I said, research ahead. Then, after you've settled on all of that, you're gonna wanna look up the current rules and regulations for this area. You're going to want to look what sort of land management agency it is under, and then check that department website for information on the area. In my example, I'm going to be planning out a trip to West Clear Creek Wilderness near central Arizona. So this one in particular is part of the Forest Service in Coconino National Forest in Arizona. In a wilderness area, you're not allowed to have any sort of motorized transport. So if I wanted to mountain bike this, I would be prohibited from doing that sort of recreation. You also should check for group limits, if there are seasonal fire restrictions, or any sort of required permits to use the area, or even camping bans so that you don't set out in a day use only area planning to camp. Lastly, you're going to want to consider safety. Going on a website such as caltopo.com, you can print up maps of the area that you're going to be hiking in and actually highlight your trail so that you know where you're going to be hiking and what sort of landmarks to look out for. For my 3-day backpacking hike that my girlfriend and I did together earlier this summer, I drew out a whole map, one trail for each day in a different color, and I labeled all of the potential water sources according to the Forest Service map that's available on Caltopo. I'm not at all affiliated with them, but I absolutely love their service, and with a free account you can save up to 5 maps and draw all over them, get all sorts of elevation data and distance data and bearing and profile, all that. It's really a powerful program, and it's free. If you want more than that, then you can pay a subscription to save more maps and things like that. After you have your map printed out, you're going to want to keep it in a Ziploc bag while you're out in the field so that you keep it relatively waterproof. Also, you're going to want to leave a copy of your map with someone who knows your plan. You need to tell a friend, a loved one, or you can even file a trip itinerary with the Forest Service or other land management agencies to be certain that someone's accounting for you and they know where you're at. You're also going to want to research the hazards for the area. So if you're going to be hiking in a box canyon, like where I'm going for West Clear Creek, it's a pretty narrow canyon. You don't want to be going to an area like this if there's heavy monsoon storms predicted. The time that I'm planning on going for this hike, it's going to be very sunny, and so I'm not at all worried about this. But flash flooding and things of that nature are a very, very dangerous thing, especially in an area that I'm going to be hiking in. So hazards like that are something to definitely research before you go, so you know what to look out for so you don't get yourself in a lot of danger or get yourself killed. And then before you set out, the absolute last thing you do is you should double check that weather to make sure that the forecast hasn't changed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions about general camping or planning out your trip. Pretty much anything, I'm an open book. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.